Hey everybody, Pepper snoring right on top of me.
That's good for the audio.
It's episode 21 of A Critter's Corner, but not only is it episode 21.
Hooray!
Not only is it episode... I don't like that. We're going to start over. Can we start over?
Yeah, we can start over.
Hey, what's up everybody? It's episode 21 of A Critter's Corner. And you know what that means.
What does that mean, Dan?
This is going to be the last episode. The network wasn't a huge fan of our show. The ratings were not great. They really did like our international viewers in Belgium, but other than that, it was pretty piss poor. So this will be the last episode, but it's going to be a banger. We're going to end it off on a banger because SlipknotBoom's here with us today. How are you doing today, SlipknotBoom?
Hello, it is I, SlipknotBoom. I'm happy to be here. Thank you guys for having me back on again.
Now, what I think is interesting is that this is a podcast, and Raymon is out here flossing his teeth in the middle of the podcast.
So?
How do you think that's sonically pleasant for our
You
viewers?
can't hear it.
Do it. You see those little peaks?
You're so cool.
Well,
It was a good run, though.
It is a good run. I'm very sorry to hear that. I was really pushing for Awesomeness TV to repick back up a Critter's Corner,
I
but
forgot about them.
Awesomeness TV?
Yeah.
What the fuck is Awesomeness TV?
they made like some of the Noah movies. They're like the
Okay, that
brand
makes
behind
sense.
it.
I feel like
Nickelodeon too.
I feel like
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can
yeah.
think of I can see their logo in my head now.
I never watched the show on Nick because it sucked, but
What?
I remember Awesomeness TV for some reason.
It didn't suck
I was
because
really-
it was Awesomeness TV. It just sucked.
I was really hoping that they would replace ridiculousness with us, give us a time slot on Comedy Central.
Yeah.
But that show's still kicking.
They have another one.
They what?
It's like it's a food based one. Like it's
What?
Just food. I forgot what it was called though, man.
Ridiculous deliciousness.
It's
Deliciousness?
What?
That's kind of cool.
Yeah. A girl is the host.
Wait,
I
but
think he
is that-
produces it.
I thought ridiculousness was like they watch like those clips, right?
Yeah.
Did they watch like food fails?
Yeah.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Still on.
Yeah.
6 seasons in the movie, baby.
Yep. They're doing better than you guys.
Ooh.
You know what? I can't
Too-
even be mad.
too soon.
He's not even lying. He's not even lying. It's the thing.
Unfortunately, I'm your guys' interviewer for today.
That is unfortunate.
You've had a great run, 21 episodes. That's like 21 hours of content you've put out there. Probably a little bit more. I'm
A little
gonna
bit more.
say
We had a couple that was like an hour and a half. There's
Yeah.
a Cinema's Corner.
I'll say okay. I want to say like 27 hours of like good
That's a good estimate.
content.
I'd buy that for $1.
I would too.
Yes.
But luckily, I don't have to because I listen to it on Spotify or wherever you listen to your podcast. Actually, that's not true, right? It's not. It's just Spotify and YouTube.
No, that's just 100% not true. I think about week 3 we had it on everything.
Oh, okay.
It's on Amazon Music. It's on Google Not that it matters anymore, but it's on Google Podcasts, Amazon Music. You know, we never got that merch out there.
That's true. Oh, there goes
shame.
one of that questions.
Okay, my bad. Yeah. All right.
That's funny.
So
All right.
because it's our last episode, we decided to do a bit of an ode, a farewell to a friend, aka the corner. Huh?
You say ode?
An ode to a friend.
That's funny.
Thank you.
Oh,
How do
yep.
you spell that? ODE?
Yeah.
ODE.
Yep. ODE.
ODE. And then so Jacob's gonna interview us. Let us questions that the audience submitted questions, and
Yep. I'm audience.
if you were like, when did they ask that? Go ahead and you missed it.
Audience.
You're not a true critter head. Just accept
You're not
it.
a true critter head if your question isn't on here. And yeah, let's just get into it. Jacob, what do you got for
All
us?
right. Well, obviously, I have to start out with probably the broadest question. What inspired you to make the cast, a podcast about critters?
What was your favorite episode, Jacob?
I would probably say, I am the one who casts. I don't remember anything about that episode. I would probably say the Gabe episode. Gabe and Watch.
Gabe and Watch. Gabe and Watch is good.
What is it called? Nature's Turbo. Nature's Nitro.
Mother Nature's Nas.
Mother Nature's Nas.
The one you're thinking of is the one who podcasts. Is when we were like,
in here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the last couple have been in here. We haven't been in the stew in a while.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it has been like 3.
But before that, we had like what 2-3 Zoom ones too.
Yeah.
We haven't been in the stew for like half a season.
I haven't been in the stew for a minute.
Anyways, so yes, what inspired us?
Yeah.
I genuinely don't know. I think we're on this very couch. This is where Critters Corner was born. Was birthed.
Another one of those late night follies.
It was born here and it dies.
It was
here.
one of the few late night talks we have of ideas that actually went through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the few. If I'm just gonna say it. One of the only.
One of the yeah.
What are you laughing at over there?
It was just because we're like the one of the late night things that actually turned into something. We're like, yeah, and then Jacob's like, yeah, as if he was here.
What?
No, I didn't get it, Jacob. I just thought it was funny.
Yeah.
Most of the times you are here where we have this crap.
It's always funny because when that happens, it's always like 1 a.m. and me and Raymond are talking and Jacob's just on the couch. And we're like, what if we're like coming up with a fucking movie that we're just coming up with shit that most likely will never happen. But this actually did happen. And I'm not gonna lie, I was throwing ideas at the wall hoping something would stick. I kept saying shit to Raymond about a podcast. Or like, what if we did a podcast about this? And you're like, why would we do that? And then I was like, we'll do a podcast about animals. And you're like, well, that's good.
I like that.
And I didn't think anything of it. And then like I remember I think you were like doing the dishes over there. And then you're like, so what are we calling the podcast? And I was like, oh, so we're doing the podcast. And then we started brainstorming, and we came up with a lot of good names. I remember like 2. We came up with a lot of good names. One of them was my idea. It was From Rats to Riches.
That was mine, you a-hole.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't because you made fun of it.
What was my? Oh, that's right.
Yeah, you hated it. Don't come taking my shit now. At the end of the show. I don't remember yours. You sucked.
No, because you were like, oh, that's pretty good. It might have been mine. No.
Rats to Riches. There was one of these. I was like, that's really good. And you're like, no, it's not. It's stupid. We should have written them down.
Man, it was definitely in the first episode. We
Probably,
talked about it.
That's true.
Probably is. All things considered, though,
And if
obviously,
you look back and that's the one that mine.
yeah.
I'm just saying.
All things considered, a Critters Corner is what stuck. Obvi. And
Yeah.
I'm glad because it provided a couple good spin-offs.
Yeah.
Two.
Definitely.
What's the
Cinema's Corner and Cryptid's Corner.
Oh, that's right.
Definitely. What was the decision? I really like the vernacular that you guys chose. What made you say a Critters Corner and
instead
not
of the Critters?
The Critters Corner?
I'd love to say that it was sort of artistic integrity and imagination, but quite frankly, I think it was a legal thing.
Oh,
I think there already was a The Critters Corner.
I see.
Oh, it just sounds better though.
It does. It rolls off the tongue. A Critters Corner.
I personally like it because it kind of shows how expansive the animal kingdom is.
Yeah.
You're just
It's not
corner.
The Critters Corner.
Yeah.
There is no The Critter. It's just a Critters Corner. Like, all critters are welcome.
Yeah.
And when you're in here, it's a Critters Corner.
There's a critter in here. Actually, there's 5 critters in here. 4 critters. 1, 2, 3. We have 4.
I'm sure there's like
critters.
some biome growing somewhere
There's
in this
got to be
apartment.
a couple spores.
Yeah.
So we probably have spiders.
We got fake dogs too.
We have fake dogs.
Mhm.
I mean, they can't see it.
Snoopy phone.
I'm not real.
Well, there's always that.
Well,
Yeah.
then there's 3. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, and there's just the 3 critters. But yeah, unfortunately, okay. I remember I said a Critters Corner, and I was like, "That's too good. This got to be taken." And sure enough, it was. It was like, I think it was for a zoo. I think when you go to YouTube and you look up a Critters Corner or the Critters Corner, I think it was like some zoo who has like videos that they put on their YouTube channel, and we're like, well, surely the letter change is going to be enough. A Critters Corner.
Mm-hmm.
And here we are, a season later.
Here we are.
Well, not really going strong.
Well, not
We're ending it strong though.
Yeah. Did you guys use Zoo Pals plates when you were growing up?
Oh, I remember those.
Zoo Pals were bangers.
Those are hard.
Do you have a favorite Zoo Pal plate?
No, I don't remember them.
Do you have a favorite Zoo Pal plate?
Mine was the frog.
Oh my goodness, mine
Was there
was
a
a frog
koala?
too. There was.
Yeah, there was a
His
koala.
That's
ears.
probably my
His
favorite
ears.
thing. Yeah, that's what I remember.
I remember a koala and a frog.
I think there was a pig.
Yeah,
There might have been a pig.
that seems.
Zoo Pals. Wow.
Imagine going to a zoo and seeing a
Wonder
pig
Pets?
though. Wonder Pets.
Those went hard.
You know, let's talk about that. Let's talk about the critters that inspired us.
What do you mean?
Okay. Well, can I ask that?
I didn't. It's not a question. I said let's talk about it. It wasn't. It wasn't.
What does that mean, though?
What the fuck do you think it means? The critters that inspired us.
I don't know what you mean.
To what?
Yeah.
To be here today. What do you mean to what?
What do you mean to be here today?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
What were some of the critters that inspired you to be here today?
I don't know what that means.
What do you mean? You're the one who's
You mean,
all
like,
motivational
kids
and inspiring.
growing up?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you could have just said that instead of.
What else would it mean?
No. You didn't let me fill in the. It was too wide of a gap to jump. Or to fit.
No, it's just your shitty ass knees didn't let you jump.
Oh,
What?
Mentally and physically.
Oh, wow.
No, bro. My knees are stronger than yours, guaranteed.
100%. But I took that jump still. I took that leap of faith. That's just me.
You said the question, like, how am I?
It wasn't a question. It was a statement. I said let's talk about. I said let's talk about critters that inspired us. Period.
All right, here we go. Go.
Gotta watch Wonder Pets.
What? That's not fair.
I'm just kidding. I never really watched Wonder Pets. I
Frank
watched
the
a little
Turtle.
I'm out.
I'm sorry. Do you have a critter-based podcast?
Fuck, I think
There you go. I mean, I'll be honest.
I'm just kidding.
I mean, most of my media consumption as a child was cartoons, and most cartoons have like animal characters.
that one dog.
Yeah, I was like Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Oh,
He's up there.
what's
What do you
the?
think of?
I was thinking of the
Blue?
cat dog.
Oh, that's Cat Dog. You're thinking of
Oh.
Cat Dog.
That's its name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the one with two heads.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cat Dog.
Interesting.
One's cat, one's dog.
How do they pee?
They don't.
Really?
Fun fact. I don't know. Is it in the lore? You ever watch Cat Dog?
I did watch Cat Dog. I don't know though. I don't think they had an
Chowder?
episode based on it.
He's an animal.
He's like a raccoon cat bear.
What?
Whoa.
Is that? Oh, I
That's
guess.
like canon.
No, I was saying, like, is the name vernacular for something like that?
Chowder. No, everyone in that show is named after a food item.
Ooh.
Chowder, schnitzel, mung dal, endive, panini.
Interesting names. I only know chowder. and
Truffles.
panini. What's a truffle?
I don't know, like, scientifically speaking, but it's like a thing you can find in the wild because people have truffle pigs that are trained to sniff out truffles, and they're really
Interesting.
expensive.
Yeah.
They're like a luxury thing. Anyways, Ant-Man. What about you?
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man. Anthony.
You heard him.
Big Anthony.
Antonio Banderas. I remember that one.
Yeah.
What?
What are the critters that inspired you to be here today?
Wonder Pets. Love Wonder Pets.
I love Wonder Pets.
The Backyardigans.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
Yeah, you
That's
guys
a good
didn't grow
pick.
up with the shows I did. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no, I don't watch.
I
don't
thought
watch
you were
bad
gonna
shows.
say Backyardigans.
I was not
Or
a
at
big
least-
Backyardigans head. I watched a little bit, but not enough to be inspired to be here today.
Yeah.
Rango.
Ooh, there you go. That's a good one.
I mean, your favorite movie is The Lion King. Or not favorite. Your favorite Disney movie is The Lion King.
I
Oh,
was gonna get to that.
okay. We'll cut.
Let him cook.
No, hold on. We'll cut.
We don't need a.
All right. What's your? What were the critters that inspired you?
We're gonna start over.
Yeah.
Wonder
I'm
Pets.
actually not gonna cut. I'd never edit these things.
Okay.
Editing is a luxury you can't afford.
Yeah, I don't have the time to.
Back at the barnyard.
Oh my
Oh.
goodness.
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob, I'll take it.
What do you mean you'll take it?
I really don't know why I said that.
Okay. I was like, those are critters.
Yeah, those are 100% critters.
Lion King, obviously. So,
Lion King, obvi.
lions. Meerkats. That's why I got hooked on
Meerkats.
meerkats.
Pumbas.
Pumbas. There's another show probably. And I can't.
There's got to be at least one.
Not Thomas the Tank Engine.
You mentioned Tough Puppy earlier today.
Oh,
Do you think that
we
would
were
be?
discussing Tough Puppy.
I
Earlier.
guess that would, but that's like more in like the days that I want to forget.
Oh,
Oh.
interesting.
Or not forget. I just like. I don't know.
It was a dark time in your life.
No, it wasn't. I just like watching that show. I'm like, this is good, but I'd rather
But it can be better.
But I can watch like some other show.
Yeah, I get
But
you.
I still love Tough. I don't know why. It's weird.
No, I get you.
I can't think of another critter. There's got to be Bear in the Big Blue House. That's
Bear in
like
the Big Blue
number
House.
one. That's
Ooh,
number
huge.
one.
That's at the top. That's at the top.
Yeah, that's at the top, and then it's Wonder Pets.
And then it's Wonder Pets right
And
there at
then
the bottom.
Lion King's somewhere up there too.
Yeah. At least 3 maybe.
Yeah.
Was Wonder Pets Nick? That was Nick, right?
Yeah.
That was Nick Jr. But yeah.
Mm.
Nick Jr.
You guys remember Noggin?
Noggin.
Mickey Mouse Clubhouse?
No.
I wouldn't have said that.
You never watched that?
I did.
That show went hard.
They're not critters to me, they're friends.
What?
I'm just kidding. So they're not critters to me, they're friends. I was gonna. I watched it.
That's funny.
Hot dog,
Hot diggity dog.
I can't think of a lot of Disney like shows that What critters?
Or like cartoons, because most of them are live action.
Yeah, that's yeah. To be fair, yeah. I watch Gravity Falls, but those are people.
That is true. They are in fact people.
Oh, Nemo, Monsters Inc. That doesn't count. Those are monsters. Cryptids.
Oh, cryptids. Yeah, yeah.
I can't think of another one.
My gym partner's a monkey.
Oh,
my gym partner's a monkey. You ever watch that show?
Is that? No, I'm thinking of a different one. Word Girl. I'm thinking of Word Girl.
Love World Girl.
You love Word Girl?
I did. I did.
That monkey.
I watched it a lot.
Word Girl?
I did.
Hell yeah. Oh, the alphabet one. There's a show. There was a kids show. I think it was another PBS one, where it was these animals, but they were in the shape of the letters that spell their name. So cow would be.
That sounds. Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So that show's also for me.
Gotcha.
I got a lot of.
There was a show that I don't remember the name of, but I remember it being super similar to Boy Meets World.
Girl Meets World?
Because I remember getting them confused, but it was like three little birds, and it was like hand drawn. It was like cartoon, and one of them was like a really small little ball. One of them was like a big fat one. They were cute. I remember coming home from school after. Oh, Looney Tunes.
Looney Tunes.
Tom and Jerry.
Oh, yeah.
Tom and Jerry. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
There's gotta be another. Hong Kong Phooey. That's
Hong
one
Kong
of mine.
Phooey.
That's
Magilla
one of mine.
Gorilla.
I don't know.
Top Cat.
Ooh, that's a banger.
That's a banger.
Dude, I always wanted to be Top Cat. Like just hanging in the alley with the boys, the other cats, sitting in the dumpster.
You're my Top Cat.
Sesame Street.
Oh.
That's my favorite.
There you go.
3, 2, 1 penguins.
Toothpick.
That was my hand.
I know, but was your toothpick in your hand?
No. It was this part.
Dino from the Jetsons. Oh, gotcha. Dino from the Jetsons.
That was a Flintstones.
I never watched
Flintstones.
that. Okay.
Flintstones. That's what I meant to say.
Yep.
They're in the same universe though, so it's canon.
Oh, yeah.
Scooby Doo.
Oh,
Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo.
Thoughts on Velma? Just real quick, like 10
Good.
seconds. Good? Okay, we're moving on. Good.
That's the best Scooby-Doo spin-off show.
Yep.
Is it the only?
I'm pretty sure.
All right, got you. Great answers.
Thank you.
My next question.
Yeah.
There was a well,
Go for it.
I guess to be fair, 3 different settings throughout the season of a Critters Corner. Can you describe like why each change was made?
Okay, well, that's pretty easy. Well, in the stew, because we wanted it to be a professional podcast, which it is.
Yeah.
Well, it was before it got canceled. And then, obviously, Zoom was because Raymond went home for winter break, and I stayed up here in the apartment. So, and we weren't gonna not have a podcast. Obviously, we wouldn't do that to the critter heads. And then, so we did it over Zoom. And then by the time we got back, the weather has been pretty bad with snow and not wanting to walk. I personally didn't want to walk all the way to the studio in the snow. I know Raymond could and has, or you walk around. I didn't want to though, so we've been doing it here in the apartment, and it let us do some fun things like the green screen for a couple episodes.
Yeah.
And then we never put it back up, but it was cool while it lasted. Thoughts, Raymond?
I don't know. I like the stew.
The stew's fun. The stew's fun. It makes you. It really. I wonder if you went back and if we went, because I definitely don't listen to these episodes, but I wonder if you could hear a difference in our attitudes, because I feel like we did take it a little bit more like this is a professional podcast we're doing here.
As the
audience,
as the audience and interviewer, I can say that I have noticed like small differences, and I think this next question might be one of the things that really made the stew different than like the other types. So. This Quayman,
this is stupid.
Just like interviewing us like we're somebody.
Yeah.
Well, Raymond, this
practice for the Tonight Show.
Yeah. Raymond, this question goes out to you. Maybe this will make you feel a little bit better.
Actually, Jimmy Fallon.
Raymond, this question specifically for you. In the stew, do you miss having the ability to look up whatever you wanted?
Yeah.
Which I feel like was a core aspect of the stew.
What? This is stupid?
No, just like doing it where I don't have access to look up any critter.
But why?
I want to see what the critters were talking
about.
about.
Yeah, but what? Ideally, listen. Ideally, we would have some.
I'm sorry, was this your question or my question?
Okay, you're right.
So I loved doing that because I could just look up my animal and be like, look at this, and then look at this. Cute pictures. One of the pictures that I looked up on the episode for the albatross one, I was like, man, this is a good photo. And that's now my wallpaper for the work computer that I have.
Oh, that's
at work.
really cool.
Yeah, so that's the background there. It's that albatross that's looking at the girl albatross.
courting.
And yeah, and then you're just like, I'm not courting. I remember that, and I was like, bro. Anyway. So anyway, I just like looking up and then looking up his critters because I don't know what his critters look like.
That's fair. That's fair.
So I wanted to look him up and be like, whoa, that's pretty cool. Plus, it gives me a thing to sidetrack on.
This feels almost in vain to ask, but with the recent cancellation, but if a theoretical season 2 like were to happen, would you like to return back into the stew?
I think it would be a given that we'd have to.
I see.
Professionally speaking, yeah.
Professionally, yeah.
Smart. It's the only smartest thing to do.
I see.
What if some other podcast started while we were not over there, and they took the slot that we usually take?
Like well, I mean, we can't even do every Tuesday anymore because I work Tuesdays.
All right, well, never mind.
So.
But still, if there's a rival podcast going on in the library over there, we might have to collab.
Oh.
I'm not gonna have an enemy.
Settle rivalries through speaking, through collaboration. I like that. That's a good message to send out.
Thank you.
Yep.
Doing a good job as an interview because that's definitely what they would say.
Thank you. Dan, did you have any input?
Yeah, I did actually.
Okay.
I don't think they want to hear it.
I'm so glad you asked. You can look it up on your own fucking computer right here on this couch.
Yeah, but it's not as fun. That's like pointed to the camera.
I know, but that's what I said. Ideally though, we would have a bit of we would have a third person in the studio, a producer, who would look it up for us, and we would just project it on the screen for us.
I can just do that.
No, but you can't because you always got distracted.
Yeah, because
I have never felt like we had a more genuine conversation than we do on these couch with these mics. Because we're actually looking at each other and talking, and instead you're just on the computer.
Yeah,
and then I don't get a response sometimes. I guarantee to you, if we went back to those episodes, there would be so many times where I say a thing and there's just dead silence on your end. And I'm like, what are you doing? And you're like, exactly. And you're like, I'm looking at the animals. You can do both.
They look cool.
Listen, you can look at the animals as much as you want. Just fucking talk when you're going to do it. Be funny.
Be funny.
We're here to entertain, not to educate. I'm here. My priority is entertaining because I'm not smart enough to educate. We can do both. We do both.
I was going to say, that's pretty much what we do. Or at least
we're entertainingly educational or educationally entertaining.
You guys are relatable.
We're the modern day Jimmy Stewarts of podcasting.
No, don't go there.
Why not?
Because Kevin James is the modern day Jimmy.
Oh, okay. We're the modern. Who's like the first podcast?
First podcast.
Radio.
Yeah. We're the modern day FDRs.
Oh, okay.
Remember his like fireside chats or whatever they were called?
Oh, yeah.
That's the first thing I thought of.
I would say that this is just as important as that was.
I would say so, yeah.
Yeah.
I think we play an equally vital role to the world as FDR did.
Are there still wars going on?
There's a couple.
Like the U.S. are involved in?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yep.
There's an It's Always Sunny bit about that. They were doing a podcast, and they bring on a veteran. Like that was early in the show, yeah. And then he's like, so tell us about the war that's going on. And the veteran's like, there's actually 2 wars. And then it's like, 2 wars? And then the way he said it is really funny. 2 wars? But anyways,
that's funny.
What's the next question, my man?
I'm glad you asked.
Thank you.
So, you've expanded upon the cast with new subsections such as a Cryptid's Corner and a Cinema's Corner, and refining such things as the opening bit. Were these things that just happened on a whim, or were these things like planned out?
What do you mean the opening bit? What about the opening bit? What did we do to the opening bit?
You refined it.
How so?
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means.
Well,
I'm glad you asked though, but what does that mean?
Definitely, for sure. I just when you guys were sinking into it, the opening bit, the phrase opening bit was mentioned a lot, and I just think that
the cold open?
Yes.
Okay.
But before, if you go back to previous videos, it was called like the opening bit. Like we need to do the opening bit, and I think that as the show progressed, it got a lot more casual. and
Because I think
not a
I
need
think
for
starting
that.
off, we're like we can't just go guns a blazing into critters.
Yeah.
We have to ease into it, and so we're like we gotta do some small talk. And I feel like in the other episodes we're like, so what's our small talk gonna be? Like instead of just having a conversation.
Yes.
And we've slowly gotten better at that. So I get what you mean now. Damn, Pepper. What were the questions? Crypto's Corner and Cinema's Corner. Were we planning that?
Yeah. Were these things planned out, or did they just happen, or?
Want to answer that, Raymond? You want to take that one, Raymond?
I mean, Cryptids was planned out because of Halloween.
Yeah. I think Cryptids was pretty freaking early. If not, like when we first started talking about it. I think before we filmed an episode, we were like, we should do like a Halloween special or like talk about cool monsters and shit. Call it the Cryptids Corner. And we're like, let's get write that down. And then obviously we did the first episode for Halloween. And then it's nice because sometimes we can randomly like we did that 2 weeks ago by now when this comes out. And we just like we should talk about cryptids this week, and that's it. And we would have liked to do more little spin-offs, but
Like the Cretaceous Corner.
yeah, we had an idea. We talked about it on the podcast before, right?
Yeah.
We talked about dinosaurs doing Cretaceous Corner. But that's showbiz.
I guess so. But let's not focus on
Let's
that.
not-
We're not here to
This is celebrating the
dwell.
life of Critters Corner.
Yeah,
not
yeah,
the
yeah.
Death. We'll do that later.
Yep.
There'll be time for that later.
All right. Critics are saying that as a whole, the show got better. As a whole, it got better as it progressively went on. Why do you think that is? Do you guys think your chemistry got better? Do you think like you got used to the podcast format of it all?
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't
I feel
think
like
it's any better.
I feel like I feel like I've been taking a lot of these questions.
I don't know. I just remember what a friend said. I almost said the name.
What friend?
It's like, you just sound like you're on a podcast. Like early on.
They said what?
Like we were like not comfortable because we were on a
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's fair. No, we definitely were not comfortable. I guess I've been kind of more comfortable in front of a camera because I do my little YouTube stuff. But still, it was very weird because the podcast was the last time we did a podcast was December of 2020. And it was only very recently released. If anyone's interested in listening to a little ditty called The Pointless Podcast with me and Jacob, actually, go ahead and head over to Escalators, his channel, good friend of ours, Escalators. Mm-hmm. They decided to take their time and edit it for the past 2 years.
Yep.
And they released a banger of a podcast.
I believe the video is called "To You" from 3 years ago, a reference to a popular anime called Attack on Titan, as the first episode is called "To You" from 2,000 years ago. And they
I
really
actually
like
didn't know that. That's pretty cool.
they really liked that show and finished it. I believe it correlates to their Letterboxd review as the episode came out. So that's a little.
Is the show done?
No.
Whoa.
They're at like Kingdom Hearts levels of like naming because it's the final season, but it's the third part of the final season that's coming out.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's very frustrating.
Funny.
Good show.
Great show. But yeah, no, I think we definitely just got more comfortable. We definitely I think we've gotten better about like talking about our critters. Like, I feel like it was very information heavy in the first few episodes. Like, I'm pretty sure episode 1... Actually, that's not true. Episode 1, we had, like, a bit of talk at the end.
I just didn't. We talked for a half of it, and not about critters.
Yeah.
I didn't come.
That was the very first episode.
I had like 2 things.
Yeah, very first episode. It's funny that critics are saying this because, from what I remember, there was a certain critic who may or may not be in this room right now after the first episode.
Well, yeah.
After the first episode was saying... But the thing is about... In this business, when you're doing a podcast... The thing about me is, the way I look at it, we're not in the podcasting business, we're in the empire business. And when you run a podcasting empire, there's going to be a lot of enemies trying to knock you down. We had Jacob saying that we talk too much about not critters. We had my mom telling me to stop cussing. We had the comment on the YouTube video saying, poor production will no one get more than 10 likes. Man. There have been people every step of the way telling us we can't do this. But here we are, 21 episodes strong.
I had a whole question dedicated to that.
To what?
To the haters.
Well, I'm answering it now. Me and Raymond have faced a lot of triumph. Am I, Raymond?
No.
I feel like you have a lot of... I feel like in a lot of ways you're your biggest hater because you won't share this podcast with any of your friends. What's the?
Well, honestly, I forgot we did it.
I don't buy that.
Well, I just like
We've been doing this every week for 21
it
weeks.
hit me earlier this week. I'm like, I
have a podcast.
Well, I've said Grace's name before.
Yeah.
So when we were doing last semester,
I was doing the elephant noise in case you needed it.
I like the callback. You can tell he's a fan of the show.
yeah.
Go on though.
So when I was telling Grace about it last semester, I saw her 3 times a week because I had 3 classes.
Yeah.
I only have 2 classes with her this semester, and one of them I didn't even sit near her. So I only
Don't
talked
talk
to her
to her
really
much,
once
yeah.
a week, and she's the main person I talk to about
Yeah,
this.
and she did want to be on the cast too.
I almost just said another name that I didn't mention before on this podcast.
Did you say it though?
Almost.
Do I need to cut it out?
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
So the other person whomst I talked to, I mentioned it in front of Grace last semester because we sat near each other.
Yeah.
We sit near each other again in this class this semester, but I haven't brought up the podcast, and I don't want to just talk about it just to her alone.
Just be like. So remember my podcast, right?
I guess I did tell
I'm
her
kind of in the Empire business.
about the modeling or the
Merch.
she said she would do the merch stuff, but
well,
we're getting foreclosed.
Yeah, we're getting. Yeah, they foreclosed around it, which is funny because we were just starting to get paid for this.
What?
At least I was.
Is that real?
No.
Oh.
At least I was.
I'll give you my secret for how the podcast got better.
What's your secret?
Or us sounding more comfortable or whatever.
Yeah.
I just stopped giving a damn.
I mean, yeah. Like about the podcast or about what people think of you, or we're just not giving a damn about?
Oh no, that still rings in my head.
That
but,
still ruins me.
But just like I'm on a podcast. Just the whole I'm on a podcast. There's a camera on me right now. I just stopped giving a damn about that.
Yeah, I know for sure. At some point, I was like, nobody's watching this. I was like, the 3-4 people who consistently watch this have heard me say all kinds of shit, and like, there's nothing that I can say to be that's that stupid. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, who cares? I mean, I'm just talking about whatever.
It can't be that hurtful though.
And then,
Continue.
and then at some point, I'm just like, well, everybody that is listening to this, I know. Actually, it's not even true now because we're getting comments from people who.
The cinema one.
Yeah, the way they phrased it, they were like,
Potter.
they were like, this would be a nice regular, and I was like, huh. So you are a regular. And according to RSS, we still get quite a few international viewers. I haven't updated you guys, but we got people in Indonesia, Canada, Dubai, all over the fucking place. France, we got a couple in France.
Ooh, I want to go.
We.
You should go to France. You should go to France for a video.
Can I come?
Yeah,
They got to zoom.
Oh,
in.
thanks.
you'll have to be you'll be our cameraman, but
Hey,
You'll also
I
be the
mean,
producer, so you got to book the hotel.
yeah, the hotels and pay for the tickets.
the flights.
You want to be our producer, Jacob? Oh, Jacob, if you buy our show and
Yes.
become our producer, you can save the podcast.
I'm just an interviewer.
Anyways, we've been through a lot of haters.
As you can see.
It's funny because we've had these haters, right? And in many ways, we've hated back. Cue the Jacob slander since episode 1.
Which
made a rebuttal in the Cinema's Corner and every episode between before and after.
that was gonna be a scrap question, but I guess we can
We can unscrap it. Just take it back from the bin.
Yeah. we can talk about it now because now it's relevant. I was gonna leave it out because I thought this was going well, which it still is.
That's your point. Read the interview.
You talk shit about Jacob a lot. Is this in good fun? Huh?
Who talking about? What? You know his name, Jacob?
I don't know. This is a bit.
Go on.
You talk shit about Jacob a lot.
Yeah.
Is this in good fun or
Is this good fun or is this a genuine taste of the man? That's a great question.
Yes. I'm SlipknotBoom.
Oh.
Interview especial now.
You just give me the same vibes, and they're not good ones. That's good. No, it's all in good fun. I don't know what else to say. I mean, I've known you for fucking 6 years, 7 years now. If I didn't like you, I wouldn't talk about you on my fucking podcast.
I guess that's fair. Raymon?
Now it's just becoming this guy validating his feelings. Next question.
Oh, man. What?
Raymond, go ahead and compliment.
Not my food. I'm
Raymond,
SlipknotBoom.
Raymond, go ahead and compliment Jacob for something.
That was just this guy.
This is like 2 minutes of the hour.
He's
plus
like, next
interview.
question.
Okay. All right, next question.
No, it's all in good fun, Jacob.
Okay.
I have no vendetta. Danny starts most of them.
Yeah.
That's true.
And I just reciprocate.
Yeah, Raymond just builds on. That's like the only time Raymond that's the only time Raymond's light in his brain comes on. Like, this is improv time, because then we just start talking on Jacob. Like any other bit, Raymond's like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And as soon as I'm like, "Yeah, Jacob really likes brown face," Raymond's like, I know, it's fucking great. He said he actually prefers it to the new one because of it.
Yes. Yeah, that is something that has been said.
It is.
That's probably the only one I'd take back. Or I'd want back. Yeah.
You could start to the podcast though. Good first step. Hey, what's the next question?
That's
So
crazy.
kind of a sub question is there anything you were talking about the haters, and I think I just would like to spend a minute to talk about maybe the most influential one has an Instagram message dedicated entirely to them. Is there anything you guys would like to say to viral video right now? Said
What?
production is awful. Never get more than 2
Yes. Anything that I want to say to them?
Yeah.
Well, the thing is that I would like to say that I would rub it in their face, right? But here's the thing: that reel that that YouTube short that they commented on was a repost of one that already had like 20 something likes, which doesn't sound like a lot, but in this business, that's huge.
It's double the views
It's double the views.
that he said.
That he said. So I would like to say that I proved him wrong since then, but quite frankly, he was wrong to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
So they can suck my ass. What do you have to say about my
Any
videos?
comment, Raymond?
Any comment
I
about
didn't
that?
know that was his name. I thought that was some blockbuster.
The thing is, you try not to pay too much mind, because for every viral videos, there's a Harry Potter fan 29 or whatever his name, or whatever their name was.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's all I gotta say about that. They can suck my.
Looking on the positive side.
I tried.
I love that. Yeah.
Did it stop recording? Cut the cameras. Cut the cameras.
Do I gotta clap?
Do a clap again.
Hey, there you go.
Solid. All right.
Damn, that was like a clap from the menu. That was pretty good.
I gotta watch that movie. That movie's good.
That's good.
I've heard only good things. It's the Anya girl.
I'll tell you great things. It's great.
It's Anya and that one guy from
X-Men?
Nicholas Holt, I think his name is.
Yeah.
Budapest Boy.
Budapest.
Oh, Ralph Fiennes. Yeah, I was talking about Beast from the.
Oh,
He's in it. He's in it too.
I like him.
John Leguizamo's in it. Who? John Leguizamo's in it.
Luigi.
from. Everybody, we're back. We had some technical difficulties, but the interviewer is back. He unplugged his mic.
What?
What? What was it about?
Haters.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, positive side. I think that's where we ended it on.
There's no positive side.
Oh, yeah, I guess it did get canceled. So.
Anything.
Wait, so he was right.
Like I said, we won't get more than 10 likes. We definitely have more than 10 likes.
Not
I
even
liked it.
10 views.
You said 10 views?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, no, fuck that guy. We get more than 10 views per app.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not even a joke. I'm not even blowing smoke up your ass.
I think so.
I don't even know what that means.
How does it feel that I believe the most viewed thing to have ever come out of this business enterprise isn't even on your own channel? It's from the Sigma Alpha male edit of
Escalators and Sigma.
Yes.
Yeah.
I believe.
I'm proud. It's like what Freddie Mercury once said. He said, what did he say?
he said
He said you can take my music, just don't, or you can like take my music and change it, just don't ever make me boring.
Don't ever make me bored.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And I'm like, yeah, you can do what you want with my stuff. And Jason made a funny edit.
Very funny.
And I hope Jason makes 1 million more. Hopefully they don't take 2 to 3 years, but you know. Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Nice.
I mean, I get a lot of views on my personal channel, so that's nothing to me. You ever heard of a little video called Graveyard Shift?
Coming close to 100. It's
Little video, really?
It's at 90. I believe it's at.
awesome.
I know it's above 90 right now.
Really? Little video called Lightning McQueen Racing Red Rusty's Racing Red.
152. That one right there.
Let's go.
We tried to beat Cuphead in 3 hours. It's got a good like
30.
more than 10. More than 10.
More than 10 for sure. Yeah, fuck the haters. Can we move on from this?
Definitely. This is a question I know Raymond's gonna want to get involved in. So, as I believe this is not the first time you guys have collaborated. There have been such projects as Proton Continuum and a whole myriad
Those are
of
the good days.
videos.
Life was better back then.
Yeah.
That's gotta be a song.
Life was better back then.
Yeah, I'm taking that copyright.
Nice.
TM.
And more recently, even things such as Damn Daniel cook-off videos. Talk a little bit about those experiences, and is there any like similarities between making those types of videos and recording an episode of Critters Corner?
Any similarities?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the biggest one is that we work on it together.
That's
Other than that, that's probably where the similarities end, though. Because, well, let me stop myself before I say that. I was gonna say the other ones, like, because they're videos, they take a little bit more planning. But if we're being completely honest, when we did Project Continuum, that shit was on the fly, every shot, making it up as we went. That was guerrilla filmmaking, as they say in the business. But yeah, what else? What else after that? Daniel Cook-Off. I mean, I guess it's kind of like it wasn't like scripted or anything, obviously. I will say, I think it's fun to do those that are sort of like partly scripted because it gets us a chance to sort of play it. Just to play, like playing in our comedy spaces.
Mm-hmm.
Like I could tell Raymond was having fun playing 3 different judges on Damn Daniel Cook-Off 2022. I was having fun dying in this time travel movie back in 6th grade. You really get to play in these spaces. Even more recently than Damn Daniel Cook-Off, Tales from the Supermarket. When I got to pretend to punch Raymond. And he was a real good sport about it. Even with his knees, he decided to take that shit to the ground.
You did it
And
well.
Raymond,
actually get hit though.
Raymond did let me hit him, and it was crazy.
That's not true.
And he said that he was actually holding back because if I went full force, it would have slammed against the other fridges. He said it would have killed him.
What are you, Spider-Man?
I am.
I don't believe
He
you.
is.
I'm not.
Block this punch.
Okay. Okay. Anyways, Raymond, how do you feel about collaborating with me? What was the question?
Yeah, I don't remember the question.
So
I remember similarities.
you know, obviously this is not the first time you guys have collaborated. I just kind of wanted you guys to talk a little bit about, you know, that experience and maybe if like the collaborations that happened from such long ago led to like having the confidence in starting a podcast together as that like initial chemistry was there. I would just like for you to talk about like these older videos and experiences.
I don't know. It was just one summer in like 6th or 7th grade. We're just like, hey. I don't remember what
I think
it was.
most of those videos were from that one summer.
It was a week.
That's true. You came over like every day for like a
It was
week.
Nick
Wow.
Fury's week.
It was Nick Fury's big. Yeah, it was Fury's big week. It was.
It was just because my mom wasn't working that week, so she could drive me to Danny's house. And I was
I
like,
remember one of those days. You're like, I just got back from Ant-Man, and that movie was crazy.
I remember
Yeah,
that.
we talked about Ant-Man for a bit.
And then we made a terrible video.
That
was a terrible video.
Which one was that one though? Was that the?
I was
Pokemon
wearing
versus-
a bumblebee mask. No, that was a good one.
Oh.
I was wearing the bumblebee mask. You were
Yeah,
wearing the pig
that
thing.
one was bad.
We made like.
Well, the
two
thing
of
is, it was such a good idea.
What?
Let me talk about that for a second.
Oh, that was a.
That was our
spin-off.
exactly. That was our Kevin Feige master plan of building this universe of super people, and it just never panned out. And it didn't go well. And the plot was really incohesive, even more so than Proton Continuum. There wasn't even a plot, and it was just. But I'll tell you one thing that I do miss about those. A, it was fun. B, we choreographed a couple fight scenes.
And we were kids. We
I
didn't
don't
have to
think-
worry about anything.
Yeah, there was nothing to worry about.
Besides your
Except for-
sister downstairs.
Yeah, so my sister was asleep because she had night shifts, and so she'd be like, "Shut the fuck up!" But other than that, no worries. And it was summer, so not even school worries.
Yeah. Jurassic World just came out.
Jurassic World just got out, and we were really hyped about that. But yeah, I like choreographing fight things. That was fun.
That was fun. Now we just sit down.
Now we just sit down with mics in our hands, thumbs up our asses.
Yeah.
I don't know what that one
I don't know
means.
that either, but I love saying it.
Show my arm up here.
Do you think that this is like a less ambitious project than that? Is this kind of like
Ambitious?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna say. Let's be honest, it's like a lot of effort. I mean, I don't like editing or anything, but I literally did it this morning in like 10 minutes because I just have to put the theme song in and then I have to pick off where to cut in and then where to cut out. And then the podcast is good. Ship it. Publish it.
Gotcha.
Ship it.
Nice.
And especially now that like we stopped caring about, like we've been more careful about saying people's names we don't want to, so I don't have to worry about like, do I have to censor any people's fucking names?
Those
Yeah.
are funny though.
It was funny. I mean, it was. We did it a lot in episode 7, didn't we? Episode 7. I mean, episode 7 is probably still my favorite one.
That's what I thought. I was wondering if that was like one of Jacob's questions.
What was our favorite episode?
Yeah.
Was that one of your questions?
I don't have it, but yeah, discuss. What's your guys' favorite episode?
Elaborate. This is like a Socratic seminar. I like to piggyback off of that. And my favorite episode is episode
Oh, yeah.
7.
Those are funny.
My favorite episode is episode 7.
Well, with all due respect.
That was really funny. With all due respect, I think you're full of shit. I think my favorite was episode 10.
Which one's that?
I think that's more like Mula Mula, right?
No.
Maybe that was funny.
I know Jacob liked that one. I remember after episode 10 came out, Jacob was like, I think that's my new favorite one. And I said, thank you, Jacob. Anyways, yeah, episode 7. Me and Raymond really got back to our roots of just talking about stories. And for a brief moment, I forgot that we were on a critter podcast. I'm talking about flying squirrels for like 5 minutes, and it still won the vote. So thank you, critter heads.
No, they're biased.
What are we gonna do with the
Because
Instagram?
of my brown color.
I'm sorry?
Someone played that card and I had to say what I had to say.
What?
Who?
Well, it's not a like racist thing.
Oh no, but who said what? Who said that? What?
No, it was just there was some gossip in the class that I'm in, the
Yeah.
filmmaking class, like the one that I make the movie for, like the 3-letter class. Like there's 3 letters.
Yeah.
Okay, I just didn't want to say it. So there was a lot of drama on one particular set, and our instructor told us in the manager meeting. So it's the meeting with like the limited managers, not like the entire class, where like there are 251 students. He told us, like, hey, don't be spreading drama and stuff like that. And I wasn't doing anything because I didn't know about it.
Yeah.
And then I knew about it. And then one of my friends was like, hey, Raymond, like, and she was in the manager meeting, so she heard what Bill said about that. She was like, hey, what's going on with blah blah blah? And I was like, you were with Bill. I was like, that was just the instructor's name. I was like,
There's a
I'm
lot
not,
of Bills out there.
yeah, I'm not gonna tell you. And then one of the other students who was in the manager meeting, she's like, come on, Brown, or she was like, people of color stick together, something around those lines.
Oh.
Cause she was black.
Okay, I was about to say. I was like,
So I was like, well, now I gotta spill the tea. And so,
well, now I got it.
and then I said it, and then I kept saying it, and I felt really bad. Just the guy, what I knew of the drama.
okay.
And then
That's not all I thought that story was gonna go.
Oh.
Same here.
I thought someone who
No,
was
she wasn't.
not a person of
Yeah.
color was gonna call you out to say something about you being a person of color.
But that was the first time someone said that. I'm like, I am.
Oh shit, I
You're
am.
right, I am. Bring on, Bram.
It just reminded me because, because I said you're like the people still voted for my even though I talked about it. And I was like, it's because of my skin, which is a joke.
But yeah, episode 7 for me, probably. What about you?
Episode 7. I mean, I don't think anything's personally for me besides the Christmas episode. I don't think anything has come close to that where we're just like on a roll.
Yeah. I'm not gonna. I think in the same vein, my least favorite episode was probably.
The polar bear.
Yeah, it was probably not our finest hour.
What was your animal?
Platypus.
Okay.
Which is a waste of an animal. That was a good animal. I wish I didn't waste it on that episode. But
Too. Polar bear was good.
I'm gonna have to redo that episode.
No, I don't
Remaster it.
I deleted the file or my
Oh,
notes.
research?
I delete them all the time because it's on my school.
We'll just do it off of vibes then. I mean, I don't have any research with it.
I remember like 2 things about the polar bear.
Well, you can just re-listen to the episode and rewrite all the
Oh, yeah,
information
yeah.
down.
I don't want to go
And
through that.
you'll hear us eating. If we were like, eating in the middle of the podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, that was good.
It was a
No, no
rough
problem.
day.
No problem.
That was
rough
good.
day.
Was that? Oh, that was last semester.
Yeah.
That makes
I
sense.
thought we went sledding, and I fucking broke my ass.
Dang, I didn't even care. Okay, cool.
It's a good time. But all things considered, though, I genuinely have a lot of fun on basically every episode. We do pretty good. I think at the start it was like I personally was definitely trying to be actively trying to be like funny and have things be interesting and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But then at some point I was like, I think we just are kind of funny. I think we're just pretty funny. At least we have the rapport because we know each other for 11 years.
Yeah.
12 this year. No, that's not true. 11 this year. Never mind. 11.
That's awesome.
Yeah, because we turned 21.
I want to listen to episode 7 again.
I meant when we were 10.
Just the
Put it
funny
on.
parts.
We'll do director's commentary of our podcasts.
No.
Oh.
Just that one.
Okay.
And
Just
whatever. Not everyone, just the best ones.
gotcha. Yeah, we'll do
So like,
we'll do
take
a
a
best
Mula
of.
Mula.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what my animal was on that episode.
We should hire escalators to compile all 21 episodes and do best ofs, or just a best of a Critters Corner.
Dang, that's hours.
That's but they,
What did we say? Like 27 hours? It's like 27 hours.
I would
Of content.
127 hours.
Yeah.
Cut off my arm, piss in my mouth.
Yep.
127 hours.
Is it a movie?
Yeah. The James Franco one where he gets stuck and cuts his arm.
Oh
off.
yeah. Okay.
That's a real story.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, the Fantastic Four girl.
Kate Mara.
Yeah, she's in that.
Is she?
Yeah.
I've never seen it, but I always assumed it was just James Franco.
Me? Yeah. Same here.
There's like, I think his girlfriend, like, I think there are flashbacks of him with his girlfriend. I may be wrong on that. I don't remember. Maybe I'm thinking of a different movie.
I'll save it for the cinema score.
I'm probably thinking of Fall, but but Kate Mara and her friend are like also out there,
Oh, okay.
and then that's before he gets stuck, and then I think they never show back up.
Damn.
Left him for dead.
Well, no, they left because they were going back to the thing, and he just wanted to keep hiking.
Oh.
Oh,
And then,
okay.
then we never see him again.
I
I thought they got stuck. They were like, well,
I genuinely just thought they were pieces of shit and left them to
no,
die.
no.
that's
'Cause
because
they-
they fucked up, especially since it's based off a real story.
Yeah,
Oh.
they were like, I think they were worried, but they just couldn't find him. I don't know. I don't fully remember. I think he tried to call the girl because he got her number, but
Ooh.
was stuck.
Playa. He got that Riz.
Well, he wanted help because he's got that Riz.
He got that
He got that- he
Riz.
just wants to live, Riz.
That's the best kind.
This is the best guy. That's the way to get you going. Anything else?
Oh, lots of questions.
Is there?
Thanks for asking.
No problem.
This question goes to you, Dan.
Hi.
As a pending millionaire,
I am.
what will you do once you do get your money?
What will I do?
Yeah.
Probably buy this podcast back and produce it and revive it from the dead.
How long do you think that'll take for to get your money?
I'd say about 4 weeks from now.
I think he's in the military.
Really?
Maybe give it a couple months.
Oh, that's true.
What?
I think, yeah.
They get millions of dollars?
Not millions.
No.
How much money do you get paid?
I don't think a lot at all.
That's what
I think it's a bit of a Riley Hall situation where it's like you fight for our country and we pay for your school.
And his family too, right? If he had like a wife and kid.
Yeah. Pretty sure.
I'm sure you could go to the VA like 20 years from now and
The VA.
make a case.
What's the VA? Veteran
Veterans
Office?
Affairs.
Veterans Affairs, yeah. What will I do with the money? So, I don't know. $1 million is a lot of money.
Yeah, what would you do with $1 million?
I don't.
Because it is pending.
I physically pending. I physically quite literally could not imagine that much money.
Like at one time?
Yeah, like I have no concept of money. Like when I get my paycheck, I'm like, damn, that's a lot. I'm kind of fucking loaded. And then I pay my rent, and I'm like, I've never been broker in my life. So I guess I would move to a nicer place to live. That's for damn sure. Number one, and then I don't know. I'd probably just do what I normally do and buy stupid shit, and then spend a bunch on actually things that are worth time, like charities and giving it to friends and shit. But mostly buying a couple Teslas.
Cool.
Like that's most of your budget.
Well, no,
How
I
much
can,
Tesla
I
go
can make
around
it
these
work.
days?
About $1 million.
Are you serious?
I'm just kidding. I don't know, a couple tens of thousands. I don't know.
I was like, people
I have no concept
really?
of money.
I think it's like a $40,000 to $60,000
I
car.
thought it was like $100,000 car.
No, those are like Range Rovers.
Whoa.
Those are like 100 plus.
There's like bigger Teslas. Though.
Anyways, when wait, did we say his
We
name?
said his name.
When Josh gives me that fucking money, first thing I'm gonna do, first payment, I'm gonna buy a baseball bat and mail it to him, like a Godfather ass threat, and be like, thank you.
Thank
So
you.
so an opposite threat.
Yeah. Well, it's like rubbing it in his face.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
see.
And it's like
You sign it.
yeah, signature because I'm gonna be a millionaire. Well, I am a millionaire, pending.
That's really funny. That's a good title for an episode.
Really?
Pending millionaire.
It was
What was that of the episode?
it was so good.
Of the podcast, it was pending millionaire.
It was so good that it actually did become the name of the
I
episode.
just meant like a TV show.
Great minds think alike. Oh, for our show,
That's what I meant, yeah.
for Common Ground.
Okay.
Is that what we're calling?
No, I hope not. Because that doesn't sound as good as it did 1 in the morning.
Yeah, it's fair. Okay.
What would you do, Jacob, with $1 million?
I'm just the interviewer. I don't have a
He'll never have
stance.
$1 million. He doesn't have the drive for it. What would you do with $1 million?
I definitely would want, definitely want to buy my own home gym.
Ooh.
Because I don't want to go to the Y. To be able to get the bod I want. Or to just feel, because I feel good when I work out by myself. Like, you know, I can dance around to the music.
For sure.
I can be shirtless. I don't do that now, but when I had abs, I was just shirtless. So I definitely buy my own home gym. I'd retire my parents if they actually know that. Could I do that with $1 million? Probably not.
I mean, I could not tell you, man.
I don't know how much you need to retire your parents.
I thought it was called the 401k because it's $400,000.
No.
Why is it called a Why is it called a 401k?
I think that's what you aspire to, but never make it. But the hope, the concept of it is there.
Football players get that in one paycheck?
401k.
Yeah.
They get like twice that.
So they get what most people can never get?
Yeah.
They-
One paycheck?
Dude, that's
Yeah.
great. I know that. I just never thought of it in that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like when I said when we do. Actually, I'm not gonna say that idea of a certain Adam Sandler special.
Oh, I'm pretty sure we have discussed it. No, we haven't.
Okay, keep it under wraps.
Keep it under wraps. Get on the DL.
Sorry.
DL. All right.
We're still gonna do Kevin James January though.
So
It's February.
It's the last week of February.
hypothetically,
Yeah.
if it was the $400,000,
Yeah.
so scrap the home gym. I'd retire my parents, and then that's what $200,000
$200,000
left. Oh, that might be enough for a home gym. I feel like that would be enough.
How good of a home gym do you want it?
Here's my problem.
I don't know.
Listen,
I want it to look nice.
Listen,
I want a mirror. I want dumbbells that range from 0 to 100. I want a bench, rack so I can bench and also squat. I want the weights on the racks.
Well, here's the biggest problem. You need to buy a house that will fit that home gym first.
Okay, so
You
scrap
need,
the home
you
gym.
need a home to put the home gym in.
Scrap the home gym.
Your parents can do with $300K. They'll be fine.
I'll just take.
Have them live with you.
Oh my God, yeah.
What?
Just
Get
yeah,
a-
with your head on, just get a house big enough for the 3VS to live.
But they
They'll
still
be
have to
fine.
work.
Well, no, I mean you'll take care of them. You just don't have to give them the money. You'll be supporting them.
What about my sister?
Oh,
She can make
She
it.
can go to school.
She
You
lives
made
at
it.
home.
You
She's
made
her
it.
own.
She'll
She's
make
her
it.
own person.
So I retire my parents. So I
Send my
probably.
sister to college.
We both were like,
She's already in college.
Oh, well then pay for to finish college.
Okay, and then
Just buy a degree.
I'll probably.
buy the university out.
I'll probably give you can pay with what $200,000? They make like
maybe NAU you could.
I don't
Maybe
think
a
so.
community college.
Yeah,
Just buy a community college.
I don't know.
Buy a whole ass community college. So you
I'll
can
probably
just
buy
get rid
those
of
dumbbells that range in size that aren't just you fill with sand and they're not even that weight because that's what I did. So I definitely want to buy better dumbbells, and then I think that'll about do it for me.
Nice.
And then I'll save the rest of the money. Probably buy a jersey here or there, like of Kobe or
I mean,
don't know.
it's a boring answer, but I would like to give away a decent amount of that to some good causes. And other than that, though, kind of like Raymond's home gym, but instead of me, I want like a whole ass arcade room, like with these, but like actual vintage ones.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta get me a Burger Time one, Dr. Mario. Those are just the necessities. You walk in immediately, Burger Time, Dr. Mario, Pac-Man, and the rest will be, who cares, whatever I can find. Donkey Kong Jr.
Oh shoot, I want a dog.
Oh, dude, you can get one right now for like $50.
A Dachshund?
I mean,
You've got $1,000 for Pepper.
that's more, first of all. Second of all, that's because she's a purebred French bulldog.
Oh my
And
God.
my parents bought her from a breeder, and breeders always more. But when you adopt,
We just go to a shelter. We go to multiple
that's what I'm saying.
shelters to
That's what
find
I'm
a
saying.
dachshund.
Because you could go for a shelter and find one for pretty cheap. I don't know. You would have to see what they have in stock, so you can't guarantee a dachshund. But
Well, I want a Dachshund. Actually,
I know that's what I'm saying. So just give it some time. Yeah.
those the house we're filming at on Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Mhm.
They have a dog. I think his name's Kayla.
It's a good name for a dog.
It is, and she is so cute. Like, she's like not like a little dog.
Mhm.
not big, but middle average dog, medium-sized dog.
Mid dog.
And, you know, she drinks water, but barely. She barely eats her food because she just wants to play with you. Like, she doesn't want to sit down for you to pet her.
Yeah.
She has a tennis ball, and she spent like
You gotta be
15
throwing
minutes
that shit.
just throwing the ball,
Aw.
and her just getting it. And, you know, she just... and then she puts the ball... Like, she has it in her mouth to catch her breath,
Yeah.
and then she puts it down in front of you. I don't think I'd want that hyper of a dog,
Yeah.
but definitely a Dachshund. Yeah, not Pepper level, though.
Okay. Just like somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, I don't want a
Someone that
dog.
will get excited.
Yeah.
Pepper does. Actually, Pepper does get excited. But
Yeah, but I want a tail on the dog.
Here's what we should
So
do.
I know she's excited.
just the whole like dance with her body. Here's what we do.
Yeah.
when we go to San Diego for the San Diego Zoo, we'll just look up because on our whole road trip of like what is it, like a 5-hour drive, we gotta find there's gotta be somewhere around there that will have a dog shop for adoption.
Wait a second. I'm not gonna have a dog on the trip.
Why not?
I feel like they'd be agonizing for the dog on the road.
It's a couple hours.
I can't do
Only get it on the way back, obviously.
how much?
You've never been on a road trip with a dog?
How many? Not that long.
How long?
From California? No.
How long?
Oh shit.
God damn! So you guys have never taken it. I mean, I feel like because what
Not
do you guys
that
do with the
far,
dog? What do
bro.
you guys do with the dogs when you guys are gone?
They
Just
go to someone else's
get a dog
house.
sitter.
My daughter comes and feeds him every day.
Also that.
Well, we don't have extended family, so when we go on a road trip, we would take the dog. It got to be a pet-friendly hotel.
Yeah.
Until we had someone.
Probably a smoke-friendly hotel too.
They're one.
Just
They're,
kidding.
they're one and the same.
Blow the smoke right in the dog's face.
Oh man, why do you guys say that? I'm just kidding.
That's what you implied here.
I was just making a joke. Anyway.
No, yeah, it'll be fine.
I thought you were saying like when we go to the zoo, I just buy an animal from the zoo.
Oh, that one's good. I'll take the monkey, please.
That's what I assumed. Like monkey right off the bat.
Yeah.
Monkey.
Either that or a crow. But I'm pretty sure I can get that free.
Just grab a crow here.
Oh, I can't. They're too smart.
They're not that smart.
They probably. There was a video on like you can make friends with a crow.
Then do that.
There was somebody. The crow brought them change because, she was giving them peanuts. So it was bringing back little things for her,
Yeah.
like a pen or you know like a pin
Pen?
and things like that. And then it dropped off like a dime and a European coin. That'd be cool.
So
What are we talking about? Oh, $1 million. That's it.
yeah, you're gonna get a dog for you need a $50 dachshund. We could definitely find a dachshund for you around here.
Oh, I'm not. I know. It has to be after I move out of here.
Okay, well you got like a year.
Yeah,
Not
Oh.
too long.
I have to.
A dachshund will be fine for a year.
I don't want to get a dog and not in an apartment,
What animal that's not like
especially in the snow.
what that's fair.
For the small
Especially
size of a
dachshund,
dachshund.
yeah, that's true. What animal that's not conventionally a pet would you get if you were guaranteed it wouldn't like attack you or hurt you or anything like that?
Meerkat.
Jacob?
You know how much they
Maybe
kill
like-
scorpions?
If I was
I can
guaranteed it wouldn't attack, well, I'd probably get
They
a
won't
ferret.
die because of the scorpion.
Probably a ferret, but I think they're already like pets.
My sister got
You
one.
can already go to like PetSmart. Really? That's sick.
She called, or my mom texted me. Or she called me. I didn't see it because I was doing homework. And then she texted me. She's like, "Don't worry, just call Nathia when you're not busy." And I'm just like, "The hell does that mean? Don't worry."
Don't worry.
And then I call her, and then she's like, "I got a ferret.
I had a ferret.
My boyfriend gave me a ferret." Yeah, I still don't like the guy though.
That's. I feel like getting an animal as a gift is pretty inconvenient most of the time, unless you've talked about it before, and you're like,
She's wanted another pet.
Okay. Unless you're like expressing interest that you're like, I want another animal. Because if
Yeah.
you just drop a ferret out,
Hey, there's
Well,
a ferret.
no, this is mine.
Yeah, so now she's got a rabbit, a turtle,
Ooh.
a ferret.
Ooh, who's who?
Oh, and then Tiny, like the family dog.
But ferrets are cool. I
But
like
for
ferrets.
her, there's 3.
I mean, ferrets you already can get pretty easily, and they're pets. But I would go with like a weasel because they're like the exact same. But they're a
Oh
little more-
hell no! Maybe it's because
They're
the
fucking
movies have demonized them.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
No,
Roger
listen to
Rabbit.
propaganda.
Oh no, I'm thinking of
You are not immune to
were they
propaganda.
weasels? Were the mafia like guys out to get Roger Rabbit weasels?
Never seen it.
Roger Rabbit? I'm pretty sure it were weasels. Yeah, I haven't seen since I was a kid, but I'm pretty sure they were weasels.
You've never seen Add that to the list.
I'd go with a leopard, probably.
What?
No, I wouldn't. I would go with.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
I mean, obviously,
I can't go with. You can't go with a sea animal.
Obviously not. No,
Unfortunately,
I would keep an octopus in a bowl if I could, but I can't. I'm not gonna do that to the guy.
If he get like just on land,
All right, free time.
that'd be scary. I wonder how they feel. Oh,
I know. I've seen how they feel. They feel slimy. I don't know. I want to say capybara, but they're pretty chill. You can get them as a pet. You just need to give them a lot of water.
it's just another pepper.
Just a
but
giant.
cuter.
It's just a giant.
And it doesn't snore.
It's literally just a giant guinea pig. And I've had guinea pigs.
I want a crow.
I feel like I want like some sort of exotic bird.
Yeah, guaranteed it won't kill you or hurt you.
Guaranteed it won't hurt you.
Yeah, I'd want a crow. Or not an albatross. Those suckers are huge. And
I think I'm gonna go hippo.
Are
I've been thinking about it. I think I'm going hippo.
you serious?
Obviously not in here, but like if I was at my parents' house with that backyard, for sure hippo. I'd be like, you know what? We're gonna expand the pool, make it like half the backyard, give him some time, give him some like swimming space. I'll just feed him a watermelon every day. It'd be fucking. Have you ever seen a video of a hippo eating a watermelon? It's fucking awesome.
That's funny.
Nice. All right. Next question. Guest episodes are always a treat. Are there
All
any
two of them.
Are there any guests you want to have on the cast? And are guest episodes any different from regular episodes?
3 critters.
Yeah, 3 critters. So there's a whole extra critter that you got to worry about. And it always is a little rough because I feel like so far we've been 2 for 2 with guests that aren't familiar with the podcasting format. Not that we are exactly. Not that we're experts. It's just we just do it for 21 episodes, right?
Play back to when Danny said that we were podcasting.
Podcasting experts.
That was on the Gabe episode.
Was it?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I said it on both Gabe's episodes.
Oh, for sure. I remember. I feel like I brought it up twice on those episodes.
Because I remember like kind of like Jake was an amateur podcast, and I looked at the camera and I was like, oh my god. But yeah, it's them getting used to that, and typically, and then yeah, like Raymon said, it's a whole other critter. But other than that, I mean, it's just the 2 that we've had are just friends, so it's just talking with a friend. We just happen to be talking about animals.
What was the other part? He said, "What other guests would you want to have?"
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Escalators definitely. Escalators is not a very talkative fella, but I know they've expressed interest in wanting to be on a Cretaceous corner. Sorry that never happened. We got canceled, but it would have been nice.
Wouldn't it be nice?
Because I feel like I'd like to do it with like all of our friends, but not all of our friends are like quote unquote like out there like socially like on like for example Escalators has a YouTube channel, SlipknotBoom, Game and Watch. They've shown their face. So I wouldn't want to make anyone else, but I mean we've had friends like you've had friends who the Grace you talk about podcast wanted to be on.
That was like one.
I know, but
I would like someone else to be on there, and you guys know who that is.
Yeah.
But I don't think.
I would like her to be on it too, just because I haven't met her.
Yeah.
I haven't met. Oh no, I have met Grace. Grace
Yeah.
is cool.
I haven't met anybody.
You haven't met anybody?
Mm-mm.
He just met her because he went to like. Well, it was class.
Oh, was that
but
West
it
Side
was-
Story?
Yeah, it was West.
Got
Went
you.
to the movie.
He went to another one too, the Shia LaBeouf one. That was a good movie.
That was a good movie. I really like that movie.
Peanut Butter Falcon. That's what it
Mm,
was called.
cool.
It's good.
Yeah, so that's
Um,
what he saw her. It was just part of my class after the corner.
After the corner, after the cast.
That West Side Story was a good day.
It's a good day.
I just didn't like the
I
movie.
didn't like the movie, but it was a great day.
Yeah, and then
was the
after that,
first
we still had to
episode- Yeah,
record.
first episode of the
Shoot my
podcast.
thing.
We walked back in like the middle of a rainstorm.
That was the first episode?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
That was the first episode.
Wow.
Dang. First episode. We watched.
I don't even know if
West Side
Jacob
Story.
knew that we were gonna do a podcast. Did you even know that?
No, I didn't.
I think we just dropped it.
I was walking to go.
Yeah, 'cause- yeah.
I was walking to go swimming. And I remember that I saw it, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And then, because you put it like you guys put it in Clench Gang or whatever, and I was walking and listening to it, and then I got there to swim, and then I got hungry afterwards, and I listened to it as I ate. That's where I was on the first episode of Recruiter's Corner.
That's like where people were when like something significant.
Yeah.
Where
were
when
you?
MJ died?
Where were you
I don't know.
when the episode of Curtis Corner dropped?
It's probably home.
I was in San Diego when MJ died and Prince died.
Did
Whoa.
they die in this, or you just happened to be in San Diego both times?
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
What?
Stop going to San Diego.
Jacob. MJ died. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Curtis Corner. Technical difficulties. I don't remember when I was when MJ died. I don't think I gave a crap about MJ when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I liked his music, but I don't know anything about the guy.
I want to go to the This Is It if it happens when we go to Vegas.
Oh, is
Like
that
a
a
show?
movie?
Yeah, it's like a show, but it's like a virtual reality MJ, like singing the songs.
That's pretty cool.
Man,
Probably
that's
expensive as
crazy.
shit though, right?
Yeah, probably.
You probably gotta get your tickets now.
True.
Are you gonna come with us to the San Diego Zoo this summer?
This summer,
That's 2 big trips,
that is 2 big trips.
especially for you because you're gonna lose $500 on that trip.
Yeah.
I told somebody about that. Oh, it was that Thursday night I was telling you guys about where they had a manager thing.
Mm.
I was like, I have a friend who is going to Vegas, and then I said your joke, which is, I already have a gambling problem. You've
I
never
tried to-
gambled.
yeah, that would be my opening bit if I ever did stand up. I love when I say that. So I got this friend, right? He wanted to go to Vegas for his 21st birthday coming up, and he told me this man looks at me and he says, "I'm willing to lose at most $500." And I look at him and I say, "I already have a gambling problem. You haven't even gambled yet." And everyone goes,
The house goes crazy.
The house goes
And then
crazy.
and then he's got to follow that up.
Yeah, and then I'm like,
Right.
He ended up losing
So,
$5,000.
how's everyone doing tonight?
Uh,
Oh, you stink.
You already said that.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks.
What were we talking about?
What were we talking
MJ,
about?
dead.
MJ, Prince, San Diego.
Let's bring it back to guests.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll have anyone on the podcast.
Nice.
If they're fine with the camera being on them. We have a friend who wants to be on the podcast, but she doesn't want it to be public. So I told her, I was like, we'll do a Patreon. There'll be a tier where you pay $500 a month. And the only thing on there will be that episode. So no one is going to watch it, but it'll
Your mom
it'll
does.
exist. Just like, oh, support the boys.
And it's just the most heinous shit you've ever heard.
But yeah, no, I mean, yeah, if anyone wants to be on the podcast, I mean, not anymore, obviously, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
they would have. You should.
I would have liked Paul to be on the pod.
Yeah,
Oh,
Paul
the
would've
homie
been
Paul.
Good. Paul would have been good. We're holding our hopes for Paul. We're holding our hopes for, well, A, someone to renew the show, and B, Paul. Things on my hope list: number 1, Critters Corner. Number 2, Paul.
Do you think, in a hypothetical situation, Lil Baby could be in the cards for a guest podcast?
No, he has more important things to do for the
But-
community.
If he DM'd you and said, "I love the podcast. I see you're a fan of me. Can I get on there sometime?"
I'd die.
We would get him on the cast, though, right?
Yeah, but I just don't
What
know.
if he's just like, "I already got a critter"? I'm talking about.
We'd
the
have to
hard
work with his people,
part. His,
like to schedule. And
that would be
everything.
that would kind of be even crazier.
That'd be
Like,
scary.
I don't know how this makes sense, but in my head, it would be kind of crazier if like someone random texted me, or like not random, but like I thought it was random at first, and then I realized it's like social. It was the little baby's like agent, I guess. And they'd be like, "So, what's his actual name?"
Dominique Armani Jones.
So Dominique's a big fan of the podcast. He wants to be on. He's been listening since episode 7. And he already has a critter lined up. Is there any way that we could get a slot open for him? And then you're just like, let me check my schedule. But that would be fucking crazy.
Blank.
That's awesome. Who do you think the most person that just the thumbnail has passed upon their YouTube recommended page?
What?
They didn't watch it, but it just showed up on the recommended. Who's the most famous person that our podcast showed up on?
Oh.
You know what I mean?
That's-
Stephen Colbert.
I gotta get these guys on the show. What is the show called? Not the Late Show. That's James Corden.
All right.
Late night with.
I think it's the Stephen Colbert Show.
Oh, I
don't know
think you are right.
I don't know what it is. But yeah. What's your dream celebrity guest, Raymond?
Spielberg, but I wouldn't ask him or I wouldn't want him to be on a.
Oh, let me get on my Cinema's Corner.
Oh, there you go.
There you
And
go.
then you probably wouldn't speak. It would just be me
You would
asking him.
speak
stuff.
when spoken to.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, I really like Ready Player One. He just kind of looks at me and he just keeps talking to you.
It's the only thing you managed to say.
Yeah, it's like you're sitting on that chair. He's sitting on that chair and you guys are just talking and you guys chatting. I'm just like, I mean, I really like Ready Player One, and you guys just both just, and you just go right back to talking.
What about you?
My dream guest? Well, it's not I mean, I guess they are kind of celebrities.
Man Ryan.
Yeah, legitimately. I was like, if I ever get popular enough for them to invite me on their podcast, that would be a dream come true. The first thing I would tell them, I'd be like, I'm a day one Super Mega fan, literally day one. And I told Jake about this. Did I ever tell you about this?
Oh.
So, back in 2016 when they started their channel, they were on Markiplier for a bit, because they did the stuff with Syndigo and everything. and their friend Daniel passed away, and so then they were with Mark and shit. And I remember I used to watch Markiplier, and then I started kind of falling off. But I was like, these Man Ryan guys are honestly pretty funny when they're on these side videos. I love their stuff, and their edits are funny. And then in 2016, on April 12th, my birthday, they dropped their channel, and they said, we have a new channel. It's called Super Mega. We do Let's Plays. And I said, Man Ryan from Super Mega? And I started watching that day. So quite literally, day one, I've been watching them.
That's
Quite
sick.
literally. So I tell them that. But if we're not counting that, Jack Black. I need to know what Jack Black's favorite critter is. Maybe we'll bring a panda.
True.
I would love to talk to Jack Black just to look at him.
True.
In the middle of the podcast?
No, he's
I'm
looking at questions.
Oh.
All right. What's your favorite new critter that you've learned from this podcast?
Oh. That's a good question, actually. Well, like, that I've never heard of until this podcast?
Yeah, like you didn't know that much about, and you would consider like,
I was say, because most of them I'd heard of. Just didn't know all this stuff. Honestly, I feel bad because it is mine, but Mud Skipper, I was like, there's a half fish, half... This bitch is
crazy.
a fish that can walk on land.
So that'd be a great episode where I can just look at the images.
Yeah. Good thing you did get to look at it. Did you watch the video portion of that one? I just put like a still image of them behind us, and same thing for... That was what you did with Vaquitas. And the same thing, but the picture of the Mud Skippers was really funny because they're just going... like their mouths are all open. That one for me, because that was very impressive that's just... That they fucking work like that. I don't know. What about you? I'm trying to think.
I got a few.
Which one? First one that comes to your head.
Orca. A lot of crap about them I didn't know.
Sea turtles. You gave me a lot of stuff about sea turtles that I was not expecting, if I'm being honest.
I didn't like. It's in my top 5, but honestly, I might bump it down. Crow might take its spot because that was my second one after Orca. I was gonna say. I did not know that much about crows.
Yeah, the crow stuff was really cool.
Albatross.
I was actually gonna say the albatross was pretty interesting because I just wasn't expecting it. I thought it was just kind of be like I thought it was just gonna be like a bigger seagull. It was pretty fucking cool.
Oh my gosh, I forgot that I had a critter for when I guess it'd be top 5.
Oh, because originally we were gonna talk about our top 5s.
Yeah,
but then we have a notice that we're gonna get canceled this morning.
Yeah,
we got the email.
So there goes my like other critter that I forgot I was gonna do. I can't think about any other critter we've done.
I mean, I've done like some interesting, like the blue dragon was pretty cool. Olm first episode. I was like, it was just funny little salamanders, but they're pretty.
I know someone who has an Olm.
That owns an Olm?
Yeah.
Are you sure it's not an axolotl?
Oh.
Because that's still fucking cool. Axolotl was top 5 for
It's
me.
one of those two. I forgot.
Probably not Olms because they live in caves and they would die if they were
Yeah.
exposed to
She's
sunlight.
not a friend.
Uh-huh.
I literally
She's a colleague.
don't. No, she's just a classmate
Oh.
that she would like mention the class because we were talking about the some fish tank, and she said, "Oh, I have a."
I would love an axolotl. Awesome.
Crazy.
They're expensive to take care of, but they're really cool.
Yeah, I don't remember which one she said. Definitely one of those two because it popped in my head.
We talk about a lot of animals. Shit. Fuck.
I can't. Nope.
Yeah, no, I guess I'll go Mud Skipper number 1 because those bitches are land fish.
Come on, man.
Come on.
That's crazy.
Pretty big storm out there, guys. Record breaking, I believe.
Sorry, I gotta take this. Yo, little Squeezy, what's going on?
See a little squeezy?
You can see the La La Land
Yeah.
wallpaper.
The cameras.
Really?
The cameras won't see that. It was a little squeezy.
Breaking news?
I thought he was a little squeezy. I thought he started the podcast saying he was a little squeezy.
Oh, that's
I hear the
crazy.
beginning of the podcast.
No, they're gonna be really happy. No, it's. Oh man, well that just makes us a lot sweeter. Yeah. No, they don't know. They shouldn't know.
Sweet like candy, baby.
She said she loved my life.
She said she lived my
Yeah.
life.
All right. Well, give Linda my best. All right. See you, little Squeezy. All right, guys. I have some breaking news.
What's the breaking news? Who's a little squeezy, by the way?
Little Squeezy is He's the guy that I know. He's just that guy that
He's
you
the-
know.
yeah.
He's that
He-
guy though.
He's the reason I'm in the position that I am. I owe a lot to Lil Squeezy, but he keeps me up to date on the buzz. You guys don't even know this.
No.
You've
I don't
just
even know who Little Squeezy is.
you've just been picked up for a season 2.
No way.
Yeah,
We'll be back in 4 weeks.
yeah. Attaway General got canceled, so they had an open
I
slot.
was trying to end the podcast on a cool like sort of like a.
What's that way general?
An
Jesus Christ.
awesomeness TV show. Anyways, that got dropped, so you guys are back in.
That's why we talked about it.
You guys are back in.
Yeah.
So now this question comes up. It's relevant again. What can we expect from a season 2?
It's gonna be the same show. I don't know what to tell you.
A studio,
A studio. Yeah, we'll be back in the studio.
more Paul stories.
Most
likely.
Most likely we'll be seeing Paul
I
again.
don't know what his schedule's like this semester.
We'll ask. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. We'll try to do maybe more spin-off things, maybe different ones,
Like a Cretaceous.
like a
period,
Cretaceous period.
possibly.
I think we'll do first episode of the next season will be a top 5 animal, like we do with episode 10 this season.
Hakuna Matata.
I'm gonna try to see if I can I want to I'm thinking about rebranding the art, like the font and everything, like the logo and shit.
For a season.
Yeah, like per
Okay,
season.
yeah.
I just want to see. If I land on something good. If not, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Right. More guests. Hopefully, different guests.
Grace would definitely do it. I would definitely ask her for season 2.
Yeah, season 2's gotta be bigger.
Yeah.
More. We're gonna do 3 critters an episode.
Wait.
We'll do. I'm gonna introduce some more fun segments.
Especially after UTV. Oh, I just said the. Damn it! That doesn't matter. Honestly, it
How
doesn't
would
matter.
that even matter?
Because I said
even
the-
remotely.
Actually, yeah, it doesn't matter as long as I don't bring up what I was gonna say. Especially when we make the movie,
Mhm.
I'll have more time to actually research my animal
Yeah.
instead of just putting together and reading off the
Mhm.
dome or reading off the computer.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll have the computer back so I can actually look at the animals again. I know all you critter heads love it.
Yeah. Everyone loves it.
Yeah, I haven't met
Especially
one
the
person.
audio listeners.
I haven't. Anyway, yeah.
I'll be a little bit more refreshed because the biggest reason that we were taking a break is because I don't want to edit this every week. And me and Jacob recorded a video like a month ago that I want to edit that I haven't had the chance to because I edit this. So hopefully that'll be out between them. But anyways, we'll be back better than ever.
I'll look different.
He'll look different.
Slightly.
I'll look different.
I'll probably have a haircut.
By the time 4 weeks is a decent amount of time. I'm thinking about dyeing my hair. I might have dyed my hair by then.
Don't tell us the color.
I
It'll be
won't.
a surprise with the
It'll
critter
be a
heads.
surprise for the video listeners specifically. For the whole season, we're not going to once mention the color of my hair. Just for all the audio listeners.
Okay, I was gonna sound like because video it's pretty.
Yeah, video is pretty, yeah, that's all I got. All I'm saying is that I like doing this podcast and I love the critter heads. Maybe we'll have a merch drop by then. I don't know, 4 weeks is not enough time. Never mind. Scratch that. Don't expect that. It'll happen mid-season maybe.
Oh, you know, it'd be cool.
I would like to make a trailer because we want to make a trailer. I want to make it in this break. Go on.
Yeah,
What would be cool?
can't be this week. Can't be next week or the week after.
Okay, so it's gonna it's gonna have to be that 4th week.
Those are like crunch time for the movie. But I mean, we got an actor from LA coming in.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Yeah.
The motherland of acting.
I know. We saw his audition tape, or no, because he's worked with the director before.
What?
That's
And
really
so-
cool.
That's
Yeah,
really cool.
and he was doing audition. He
You
was
should move
reading.
to LA.
Yeah.
If I had $1 million, that's probably what I'd do.
Well, that's gonna
do
go.
that right now.
That's gonna go in 1 month of rent.
But the auditions were on like the drive for the UTV.
Mhm.
I was like, I can just watch these. So I watched them, and they're auditioning for his sister in the movie.
Mhm.
So he would just come in and they would do like a immediate callback
Yeah,
to see the chemistry read.
that's pretty cool.
And I was like, this guy's crazy.
Wait, so he's not in? He's just here for an audition. He's coming.
No,
for-
he's casted.
Okay,
he
cool.
was the first person casted
Gotcha.
before this was accepted as a project.
Damn.
Because he wanted to work with Emma again because they worked together on.
Nice,
a
that's
previous
really cool.
project. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and so yeah, why are we talking about that?
Because
Oh, 3 weeks. I said not this week, that week, that week. Oh, and I was saying why I couldn't. There's an actor coming from LA.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
I'll be more energized personally because I'll have this movie off my back, and I don't have to worry about budgets and money.
I think I'll just feel generally refreshed.
Yeah.
You know what they say, the distance makes the heart grow fonder.
Exactly.
And I'm gonna miss talking about critters.
Itching to talk about critters.
Itching.
Well, that's everything from me, you guys. It's been an honor. Thank you for the opportunity. This is SlipknotBoom interviewing, and that's my section.
And we'll see you in about 4 weeks.
Happy, gracious, professional. That was one of those.
Gracious.
Oh my
GP. I love you.